Be 34 to go this time. Pace car pulls away. Let's see if Carl can stay right on the rear deck of that Toyota.
The lap cars weren't a factor as they got through that. That's what you really want on the restarts here, to be able to get down into that corner. Now we'll see. Carl goes in a little bit higher, trying to get that run off the corner, get back to the bumper of this 18.
Able to close in here.
Well, he cut that corner off and put those left side tires right down on the edge of the apron again here in 3.
Kyle Busch just gets such a good bite off the corner. That's why Carl hasn't been able to pass him on the high side either, is because Kyle can get that run off the corner and just clear him as they get up on the straightaway.
Uh-oh, Kyle. It's just a little
here
out
he
of shape off
goes.
too.
See the back end of the 18 kick out just a little bit. He got into him, moved him out of the way. Just got the lead.
Here comes Kyle back at him again. He's going to get to him.
Yeah, gave him a little shove.
The bump and run, the Bristol move.
Here comes Denny Hamlin
right there too.
Denny Hamlin said, my turn to play. I got a bumper too.
Jeff Gordon's not far behind. You can see him working back there just behind these guys. Great racing though. Denny Hamlin was able to take that top side. It'll be interesting to see if he can complete that pass and go up there with Carl. He's got a really strong car. He gets off of that second corner really good.
We've never seen all night long Kyle Busch be in this position where he didn't have that clean air and the racetrack, the whole racetrack to use. These guys took it away from him, and now he's got some work to do if he's going to win this race.
First time since lap 55 that someone has passed Kyle Busch. So let's check in on the 11 pit. Mike.
And Doc, the 11's getting better lap after lap. He was waiting for the pressures to build up. He said earlier in the run, the car was walking a little bit, but now that the pressures have built up, the car's really coming to him.
This is going to be a shootout for 27 laps right here.
Yeah, but as you said, you guys said in the long run, Carl said he wasn't as good as the 18. Can he hold on?
See Jeff Gordon lurking right behind these guys too. If they get to beating and banging on each other, he's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and the problem that the 18 has to get into the 99s, he's got the 11 in front of him now. So he's going to have to use up a lot of car to get by him, if indeed he can.
Kevin Harvick back in 5th position. So guys that needed a good run, as you mentioned, after last week, the 24 car, Gordon, Harvick.
You can see Kyle Busch on the back bumper of Denny Hamlin as they get down into the corner. Denny's running just low enough to keep Kyle back there. He can't get that nose of his car, the right front fender, down on the inside of him. That's what he's looking to do, is make that run. Now he gets there. Denny slid up a little bit.
These guys are teammates, but they're not acting like teammates right now. They both want this spot.
And Carl Edwards is loving it.
Yeah, the biggest thing here is you can't waste much time. These laps click off in a hurry.
Yeah, 23 laps goes by real quick here. Look at Carl Edwards. He's stretching it on these guys.
Kyle Busch might try the high side here.
That's probably his best shot. Here he goes.
He's up on the outside. That's where Denny Hamlin took the spot from him, but it looks like Kyle's going to take it away pretty easy.
Okay, Harvick just passed Gordon also on the high side.
20 laps to go next time by, and at 15 seconds a lap, that is 5 minutes, folks, is all Carl Edwards has got to do is hang on for 5 more minutes. And these guys know that they're running out of time.
Well, this 18 car has been the best on a long run, but as you said, this is not a very long run, but it is enough time for him to get there.
He's got 20 laps in clear racetrack right now to try to run down this 99 car.
Yeah, he had clear racetrack right there, and Carl Edwards beat him by 1/10 of a second.
Kevin Harvick's actually moving in on these guys.
There's Harvick's view of the battle for second spot. Busch and Hamlin.
Dale, I'm like you. I think they made an adjustment on this 18 car to make it better in a short run, and it really hurt the long run on this car.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have messed with it too much, because even on the short run, Carl wasn't able to get around them, and they were clearly the better car in the longer run. But that's a chance that you take. I'm sure they didn't make much of an adjustment, but between the adjustment and maybe this set of tires, it's just not what Kyle wants.
Yeah, on that pit stop, they said Carl was tight, but Kyle was loose, and they adjusted both cars, and obviously Carl got the better of those two adjustments.
Yeah, he continues to be the faster car of this group.
Carl Harvick is fast. He's caught these guys.
We told you earlier in the night that the driver who has led the most laps here has failed to win the last 5 races. Tony Stewart was the guy 3 times, and now Kyle Busch.
I kept hearing you say that, and I'm like, well, this is not going to work out for you tonight, but lo and behold here.
Well, I wasn't trying to jinx Kyle Busch by any means. I was just trying to state the facts, as Sergeant Friday would say.
Yeah, it's 1.7 seconds is the lead right now, and in some other places that's not very far, but on this short racetrack, that's a lot of room that's going to be hard to make up. Dave, you got more on Carl Edwards?
On the 99, yeah. This afternoon, crew chief Bob Osborne told me these last 3 races, we might be willing to go out on a limb a little bit, setup-wise. We're not going to mess around in the motor department too much, but this might be one of those nights where we take a little bit of a chance and experiment as we're locked into the chase just by starting here tonight. Looks like it might be a good shot.
This is one of the most physical races we run all year long. And we're down to the last little bit of it.
You know, we surveyed our people talking about
who's leading.
The most physically fit drivers, and we talked about some of our experts, and guess what? Everybody did their own little top 5, and every one of us had that guy as number 1.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and there's no doubt it takes its toll. You know, you raced last night, temperatures up here are hot, and it's no surprise to see him up here and being able to manhandle his race car here at the end of this race when it really counts. And even if his car starts to push a little, right now, he's built up a big enough lead. He's up to 1.8 second lead, so he's in pretty good shape.
He's going to catch the tail end of the field and start lapping some cars. They could play a factor in the finish.
Battle for position for 7th spot, Clint Bowyer and Tony Stewart.
Yeah, this is a great comeback for Clint Bowyer to be able to run this well after being involved in that earlier accident.
He needs every spot he can get. He doesn't want to take a chance, but he's going to race hard for the spot.
The car right behind them is Matt Kenseth, who at one point in time in this race was a lap down. He's come back to get himself up in the 9th spot.
Yeah, Kenseth, and behind him David Reagan in the top 10.
Right now, Kyle Busch would love to see a caution to have one more shot at Carl Edwards.
Carl has just pulled away, and he told us a few weeks ago, he said with the 8 wins that Kyle Busch had, that I gotta win races. I need those bonus points.
Well, not only that, this is actually a 20-point swing, because if Carl Edwards gets this win, he's going to keep Kyle Busch from getting it. He's going to get 10 bonus points and keep Kyle Busch from getting those 10. That's a 20-point swing.
And that's what happened at Michigan a week ago.
0.95.
Well, it's just a great job. They made the adjustments that they needed to, and Carl Edwards did what he needed to. He told us he thought he had something. Great call by him. And then that's who you can go to. Those guys usually know their race cars and what they're capable of.
I think confidence is a lot of it, too, and he was confident he could do that. He pulled it off.
Just a remarkable performance after Kyle Busch had led from lap 55 until the restart here, and Carl Edwards up on the wheel, able to go by.
Yeah, the good thing for him, you talked about catching his traffic, Andy, is that it's pretty much single file. There's not a lot of double file racing back there, so he's able to keep his car right on the bottom, and these guys are giving him a lot of room.
One thing that happens late in the race, these guys just give the leader plenty of room not to affect the finish.
Carl Edwards won here at Bristol in August of 2007, a year ago.
Takes the white flag.
White flag, buddy.
Less than half a mile from back-to-back victories for Carl Edwards. Down the back straightaway, got a hammer in turn 3, got some traffic in front of him, and Carl Edwards will come down and win for the 2nd time in his career in Bristol, Tennessee.
Kyle Busch is going to finish 2nd, Denny Hamlin 3rd.
Oh, awesome. right.
Kevin Harvick comes across 4th. Jeff Gordon in 5th. Those guys really needed good runs, and they were able to make good nights of this for points.
Yeah, Clint Boyer getting a top 10 finish
Yeah,
at
boys,
7th.
you did a great job today. Awesome day.
Carl Edwards mathematically locked in.
Getting a little nudge here from Kyle Busch. I don't know what's going on there.
They're pushing and shoving a little bit over there.
I don't know what that was all about.
Now the 18 is going to try to run him down.
Well, that would have been the little push. that
NASCAR's
Carl
calling the
gave.
18. Watch this, guys. Here comes the 18, and he is not done yet. They have called him to the NASCAR hauler. Yes, he is. He's coming down the pit road.
I guess he didn't like the way he got passed.